Another low-scoring game.
Guarded by Thomas, and Bree Jones came over to help. Carlton 3, well short.
Had the distance just a little wide left. But here's the thing, and you just saw it there. Nafisa Collier obviously has been the centerpiece for this for this Minnesota Lynx squad. She was averaging 40 points coming into game 1. Connecticut, in spots, is sending a double so that she doesn't have an opportunity to score with any ease in the paint.
She only had 19 points in game 1, which, as you mentioned, was half her average of what she had against Phoenix in the first round, 38 and 42-point games respectively for Phoenix. Brown horn. Good ball movement by the Lynx, but they still can't get an open shot. Burton's a defensive menace. She's all over the place. Shot clock again. Up back to great defense by the Sun.
This is, I mean,
A little too much passing for the Lynx. They had a couple of different looks, and they kept playing hot potato.
They're a team that is known for being unselfish, but probably too far from that possession. Harrington lost it. Gave it a try.
shoot the ball.
And a Smith.
Thank you. Shoot the ball.
The series.
And another low-scoring game. None but defense being played in this series.
Both of them are probably looking to do just that. Scoring transition or secondary transition. Because coming down in the half-court set and grinding it out has been tedious to say the least.
Smith missed her first 5 threes of the series before she hit that one. Carlton do a good job on memory, and you just keep seeing it. Take a look at the upcoming WNBA semifinal schedule. Friday to tip off at 7:30 Eastern with the Lynx taking on the Sun this time in Connecticut, and then the Aces host the Liberty in Vegas. Both of those games on ESPN2. Go to WNBA.com.
I really expected the Lynx to come out better than this. Being that they can go down 2-0 and have to go into Connecticut.
The Lynx are looking to avoid going into an 0-2 hole. The Liberty now up 2-0 on Vegas, and teams that take a 2-0 lead, Pee-wees are 18-0 in the semifinal round.
That's perfect. We're imperfect to get you on the other side of it. Smith followed up by Bonner. Bonner's touch shot doesn't hit. She's just 1 for 6.
The Sun are doing a really great job of clogging the paint.
Got a minute left in the quarter. Ty Harris, great to see her back on the court. Got her early in game 1 against Indiana in the first round. Has not been on the court since. Rebound Smith. Expect Harris to get 10 to 15 minutes tonight. Nobody checked for Anna Smith when she made a hit.
It really feels like, unless offense starts to flow, this one is going to be about conditioning and who can find the holes in the half-court set or find baskets in transition.
This is crazy. 10 points.
Shot clock single digits yet again. Bonner, nowhere to go. Burton did not get it time. That's a couple of third combinations now.
Minnesota is doing a really good job of staying home defensively. They're not overhunting and they're matching up with their size. But in the half court here, shot goes up, transition 3. Alana Smith just maintaining her energy. An easy basket, and not many have been easy in this ballgame.
Shot clock is off now for Tisha Hyman, the backup point guard to Williams. Collier.
That's what you gotta do. That's what Collier gotta do. Just go in for your shot. Let them foul you. Man, another low-scoring game. Or quarter, I should say.
The physicality of this one so far. This time, Nafisa Collier absorbing that physicality, bouncing off, using the footwork off 1 foot, fading away baseline. What terrific touch.
Nice finish after a slow start for both teams, but Minnesota and Connecticut both with their season low in points for first quarter.
I need to see Nafisa Collier be aggressive in this game. I thought last game she wasn't.
Do your possessions need to look like to start the second though?
I think you see more ball movement, more cutting. I think we're standing around, we're playing one-on-one a little bit too much. I think we move the ball and we get interactions the way we want to, we can get easy buckets.
Outside of the last 2 buckets that the Lynx were able to score, you also were holding them to 17% from the field. What do you like about the defensive side that has to carry over?
I think we forced them into some tough shots, and we need to keep it one and done. We gave up a few offensive rebounds. I think we keep it one and done, and we can push it right back at them.
Thanks, Frank.
Connecticut trailing by 2 after 1 quarter of play. 4 points, 4 rebounds for Thomas, but everything's been tough.
ESPN coverage of the 2024 WNBA playoffs is presented by Google Pixel, the only phone engineered by Google, and in part by Gatorade, Is It In You, and Nike. There's more in any business than the game is in. You want to meet customers where they are.
Digital experience game.
Make buying friction-free.
E-commerce strategy game.
Build competitive advantage. Rewrite the playbook game. That's where Deloitte comes in. We can help businesses of every kind advance and connect all that it takes to perform.
Whatever game you're in.
Deloitte, proud sponsor of Progress.
I'm a leader by pushing my teammates to be the best that they can be.
I am a leader because I set a strong example.
I'm a leader by being responsible.
I stand up for myself and others. I'm confident. I am caring.
We want girls to lead their own way. That's why the NBA and WNBA are proud to support Union Girls, a program that teaches girls to reject stereotypes and embrace their leadership superpowers. This is what leadership looks like.
Whatever life throws your way, just click for your dad. Popeye's crispy, juicy, tender signature chicken is the meal your craving deserves. And now you can get 3 pieces of the chicken you crave for just $5. We don't make sense. We make chicken.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
I was so excited when I heard the sandwich was back. I was like, Cloud 9. What's up? This is Mike. And the little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich is the pimento cheese. It's savory and delicious, and the filet itself is perfectly juicy and crispy.
Real customer paid for their testimonial. With Rayo's made for home brick oven crust pizza, delicious is finally in the frozen pizza aisle. We start with Rayo's iconic sauce, then pile on all the best toppings, so your backup plan becomes a night you plan for. And pizza with crust.
Welcome back to the WNBA playoffs, where Connecticut trails Minnesota by 2 as we go to the second quarter, joined by head coach Stephanie White. None of the team shot very well in the first quarter, though. Coach White, was it good defense or ineffective offense?
I think a little bit of both. Certainly both teams are up pressuring, making everything difficult, but for us, we got to get the ball moving. We got to get moving side to side. We got to stop over dribbling. We got to get some rotations.
In terms of doing that, how important is transition to help get going as we see Marina Maybe knock down the 30?
It is important for us, whether that's defensive rebounding. I think they had 5 offensive rebounds, or being a little bit more disruptive and creating some offense from our defense.
All right, Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So Steph White, last year's Coach of the Year in the league. This year, to start the first quarter, or the second quarter, after a very anemic first quarter. Cam Ward onto the midnight. And Amy Gray joining you from Target Center in downtown Minneapolis. Connecticut won game 1. Ty Harris's first shot since coming back from her injury in the first round. And also, Xander Lassini is out there, number 9 in black. She was not available in the last game.
Outside, somebody cut.
That's good news for the Lynx. Coach Reed said that they missed her out there.
Big scoring is something that is hugely important to the success that Minnesota has had this season. And Xander Lassini was a big part of that. Let's take a look at this call that went against Marina Mabry. Richard Carlton with the aggressive attack. Yeah, it's across the arm, got her on that arm between your elbow and your shoulder. So not even like down by the ball and your wrist.
Burton at the free throw line. 17 points in game one, including 3 threes. He's had a great year, went to Paris, played in the Olympics for Team Canada. Michigan didn't know. He's probably one of the stalwarts on that Canadian Olympic team. As Minnesota's up 3 times to 5 everybody.
The slightest shift in direction with a little in and out, and then of course the explosion to the left side of the speed, the change of speed.
Well, Hyman is still out there. Some contact with some slip to the floor. It's not happy that there was a no call on that.
There's a lot of contact with these screens. To each team's credit, they're setting the screens, but here, the slight hesitation, great read by Alyssa Thomas as Lynx was going to find the right assignment, and it just left the left side of the floor open for a team.
Clock now at 5. Carlton pulls up.
But the way she used her body freed up Carlton just enough in a game that has been very physical in terms of on-ball defense.
Hines Allen picked up in a mid-season trade, a late-season trade with the Washington Mystics has really paid off. She's the best plus-minus of any player in game 1 of this series, and she got a mismatch against Burton, but Collier couldn't get it to her. Now she does, and there's no doubt.
Aisha Nagani was so candid with us about exactly that, right? Coming to a team that was already rolling, needing to pick up temperatures in offense, but also not wanting to step on any toes.
Awesome. Let's to this Minnesota team. Thomas misses from the free throw line, but is able to chase down the rebound. Nobody hits the three. Hines Allen thought she had been pushed to the floor before the shot.
She was tough back. Rita Mabry is a bucket getter.
Couple of threes now for Mabry in this quarter. Now a foul on
So this is
screaming, pardon me, Isaac Barnett.
Well, part of that backstory is that is the second time in the last 3 possessions that there was action on that left side, right in front of the Minnesota bench, involving a screen. This one's going to go against the Lynx, but Cheryl Reed felt like a possession ago, the ball she got against the Sun.
It's the second one on Carlton. Carlton again, bottled up on the baseline.
It has been so physical in the paint. Well, ain't on the 3-point line with their screens.
Carlton, 3.
And they got the types of second chance points that turn into backbreakers. The Lynx rising from the ashes of the confusion of the near loose ball and rebound.
Carlton has been terrific in the last dozen playoff games with Minnesota, over 50% from three-point range partner. Bonner draws contact, and if that's on Carlton, it's a 3rd.
Hey, 3rd foul already?
Wow, 3 fouls with the Carlton.
That really didn't look like much of a foul.
Huge. CK feeling the crowd get up. She's going to come in. Now, Nafisa Collier pleads the collective case for the team. 7 points for Carlton, including a 3.
It's going to be a big loss to have her off the floor.
7 in game 1 with Xander Lassini and Harris.
We need Kayla McBride to step up.
WNBA and Rock the Vote are teaming up to get WNBA fans ready to vote. Scan the QR code now to find out more. So Carlton sits down with the 3 personal fouls. Bonner delivers at the free throw line. Minnesota has hit its last 6 shots from the floor after missing 15 of their first 18.
Well, 2 of those involved Bridget Carlson, if my memory serves, at least 1.
True fact. Hyman. Roll out. Carter selected. Tangalissini.
Shot seems to be falling tonight.
Game 1 and Game 2, they have found their way from behind the arc.
They relied on that 3-point shot so much this season. Harrington. All the way across court to Bonner. And Nelson Agoda, because he was going for the rebound, but tipped to the ball. She'll take those 2 points. Gonna get cut to the lead to 4. Tangalissini can't go back-to-back with the threes. Harris has a knocked out of bounds. Timeout, Minnesota up 4.
Minnesota only hit 5 threes in Game 1. So far, Game 2, they've already knocked down 4. And Chechi's Tangalissini has gotten in on the action.
At U.S. Bank, we know how good it feels to reach your milestones, but we also know what really goes into getting you there. That's why we introduced Co-Browse, which connects you to a real banker in real time to help you do anything from adding a new debit card, learning how to save smarter, even creating spending limits. With Co-Browse, we're always there for you on your road to here, because there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
Deciding which game to watch has always been tough. But with multi-view on YouTube TV, you can decide which games to watch. Try it free.
It's only a shot. Just throw it away.
There again.
Hey, Jake the State Farm. I say so much bungling, it inspired my workout. Oh! Oh!
Okay, and this is auto again, right?
Oh!
Hey, this is my living room.
Oh!
Bundling, just another way to save with a personal price plan.
Good love isn't allowed on the couch there.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Upset stomach? Iberogast. Indigestion? Iberogast. Bloating? Iberogast. Thanks to a unique combination of herbs, Iberogast helps relieve 6 digestive symptoms to help you feel better. 6 digestive symptoms, the power of nature. Iberogast.
The SEC on ABC, a high-stakes Saturday, starting at noon with Missouri and Texas A&M. At 3:30, Auburn faces Georgia, and in primetime, Tennessee takes on Arkansas. All day Saturday on ABC.
We gotta play with more pace, all right? We're really sluggish right now. We gotta push through it on both ends, all right?
Steph White talking about her offense needing to get things going. A little bit too stagnant for her taste. Her team picking things up after a very slow start, but still trailing Minnesota by 4. And there you see, that's never good, right? When you have almost as many turnovers.
No, not ideal. And that sound echoes what we heard from Coach White earlier today after the shoot around. She's like, sometimes my team has a tendency to hold on to the basketball and think they can pass it out. Oh, talk about a guy that catches passes in a big time way, Justin Jefferson. For Pam Ward's Vikings, the Minnesota Vikings, Josh is inconsolable right now.
Minnesota
You know, you're trying to make a good basketball player. You can run with the Vikings. We got time to get back to that.
I'm sorry. Did I interrupt you? Let's go. And again, the shot clock in the single digits, not what Steph White likes at all. Mabry She's always looking to shoot.
Wow. Crafty. I mean, we've already praised her a ton for the three-pointers, which she's already knocked down a couple of tonight, but that time, crossover dribble slipping right inside the defense with the shot clock up against it.
It's in the double figures. Williams. Back to the rim. Rebound bounces around. And Nelson the double couldn't hang on to it. So Connors right there. And then who else? But Maria Moore gets in there. Uh-oh. Connors not thrilled about that.
Uh-oh. Are you having a little tussle? A little dust up?
Thomas exchanged some words after that.
Oh, you're not having it.
This is playoff basketball. It's the semifinal round. I think Nafisa Collier takes exception to already being on the ground. And Marina Mabry in competitive form flies in. But it's sort of on top of Nafisa Collier. Which no player wants to see all that?
And a jump ball was called.
If the jump ball was called, it should be between Collier and Mabry.
Good point.
Mayberry did what she was supposed to do.
Trying to slip in there.
Yeah, she's like trying to.
Smart. I'm not mad at the attempt.
Yeah. And Mabry, that's just the kind of player she is. He wins to the delight of the crowd here at Target Center. The drive draws contact, and we'll have a chance at the free throw line.
That's what we need from McBride. Go in for your shot. Get aggressive. We need a very aggressive Minnesota team out here. Unless we will have two series with two teams down 2-0.
Obviously, we've got a ton of these fans this season. This Lynx franchise has quite a few championship banners in the Raptors. As you take a look at the ownership.
Glenn Taylor over there, and yes, 4 championships for Minnesota, trying to become the first to get 5 in this league.
Shari mentioned that earlier today. She told her team to embrace how difficult it is. There's a reason people cry when they win championships, because it's hard. And when you're done, you just are releasing all of that intensity. And so this game has not been easy.
We expected a great series here. We had a 3-point ball game in game 1. We have a 4-point game now. Let's go, Rage.
If Rory was telling your team, bend, don't break, she felt like they needed more of that mentality. I asked Courtney Williams what the mindset of this team was coming into the night. She said, be who we are. What does that mean? Move the ball, self-correct, play for one another. They felt like they didn't check those boxes in game 1, but now this is a team that is anchored in how they adjust and doing that for one another.
They also got some good shots in game 1. That was well off by Bonner. So they have good attitude coming into this. They know they're not going to miss her. Atlanta Smith's not going to miss as many threes as she did in game 1, and she's already knocked one down tonight. So it's a confident team. Another tie-up, a little less spicy this time, which is there in the ball. Talk about a ball magnet, right? She's everywhere.
Yeah, but before that, I thought the rebound Aisha Hines Allen was really smart. There's not enough distance, as you don't necessarily gear up for Hines Allen as a three-point shooter, so there wasn't enough distance to make that pass in to Collier. She made a great read and just did not finish the layup on the right side.
Nelson Adoda, that time won the tip. Carrington. Will quickly down over to Williams. Carrington is 0 for 3, looking for her first points of the night. That's too difficult for Collier. A little low bounce pass. Turnover gets it back. Good turnover for the Lynx.
She is really working hard to establish position on that left block.
We hit 3 minutes to go in the half. Thomas good defense by Collier, who was the defensive player of the year this year. I'm out here with just under 3 minutes left to go in the half.
The ESPN's coverage of the 2024 WNBA playoffs, presented by Google, is brought to you by AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
I miss you.
When you think about it,
Are you coming home?
I'll be there when you wake up.
half the trips the world takes are trips home.
I'll call you soon, Dad.
It's the feeling we all eventually long to get back to. No matter what took us away to begin with, we know because at Delta we're travelers, just like you. Which is why we try to make you feel at home long before you even get there.
Always dry scoop before you run.
Listen to me. The hot dog diet got me shredded.
It's time we listen to science. One-A-Day is formulated with key nutrients to support whole body health. One-A-Day, science that matters.
I'm telling you, Coach Staley, I could really get used to this retirement thing.
Coach K, there's a goat here.
The story of my life.
No, Coach, there is a goat here.
What's this?
$1,000 hospital bill, but I have good health insurance.
Yeah.
Did you say Gap?
He's talking about the expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
Well, with Aflac, you can get money to help close that gap.
Aflac, huh?
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover at Aflac.com.
My name's Aaliyah Lawson. I'm a professional basketball player, but there's more that needs to As athletes, we almost get put in this box of being one-dimensional. Being my whole self looks like never changing who I am, but also being able to step outside the box and try different things. I would describe my personal style as comfortable but very fashionable, like I'm a big color girl. TJ Maxx has everything I need to express every part of who I am. Max, what makes you, you.
I have a surprise for you.
Oh, yes, please.
Feast your eyes on this.
That's sexy. Feels so new.
I want to feel this feeling again and again.
Can I hold it?
How bad do you want to hold it?
I'm not going to beg, but pretty please.
Don't. Go ahead. Press the button.
Oh, it's glowing.
Apple intelligence. We should do this more often.
Agreed.
Rekindle the feeling of love with the new iPhone 16 Pro on Lynx. And feel it again and again with the latest iPhone every year with AT&T Next Up Anytime.
What does a robot know about love? It takes a human to translate that leap in our hearts into something we can see and hold. Etsy.
You're watching ESPN's coverage of the 2024 WNBA playoffs, presented by Google, coming to you on a chilly night here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Down 1-0, up by 4 as we check out tonight's WNBA fits, brought to you by Google. Let's start with Dejanay.
I think the puppy is the best accessory. What a cutie pie.
And Steve always brings it.
This is very clean. The mini skirt, the denim skirts are coming and folding all over the place in a variety of lengths.
Like to pick your sauce, search what you see using the Google app. Lisa Collier company again of dying shot clock. Mabry loves to shoot at the end of shot clocks. That one did not hit, and it's Connecticut basketball. And Stephanie White just talked about picking up Marina Mabry, and that since they have picked her up in a trade that Mabry actually wanted to happen, that their shot clock violations actually have gone down. But against Minnesota, it's a different story. This is a high-level defense. And so turnovers have been big in this series, and we just saw Mabry take a shot at McBride. After McBride made the layup. The technical foul has been called.
Yeah, Marina Mayberry needs to settle down a bit. I like the hustle, but this is the second time.
So McBride picks this pass by Mabry. There's an arm here. There's a little extra contact after the layup is made. That's when we saw the shove by Mabry. All right.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Come on. He's like, thank you for the point.
Technical on McBride.
Cheryl Reeve is not really happy with the officiating so far. Ooh, a lot of emotions, a lot of competition. All right, here we go.
A very physical team. Minnesota as well. said, the defense has been really good. Connor. Nope. Williams, the smallest player on the floor, comes up with the rebound.
That's her fourth of the day. She's on the glass. She's also with
Really Connor Carrington, but the Lynx gave it up. Carrington up, under, and in. She finally gets her first 2 points after having 13 points and 9 boards in game 1.
that move has been good to her this season. Reading that baseline.
Oh, you're gonna get the call. Oh, now.
Good for LaJonna Robinson with
Got 6 points. Gets the lead back up to 5. Bonner, a little hesitation and then one short on the 3-point shot. Now she had a double in game 1, but was only 4 of 17 from the floor. Let's go back to Cayman.
And this is the playmaking that Cheryl Reed was talking about. Offense is great, but at some point you just gotta make a play. Comes off that screen, snug to the left, pulls up. Argues whether or not she should have had an opportunity to go to the free throw line, but that's a big time basket.
And McBride, the veteran, has been with this Minnesota team, part of that 0-6 start last year. They went on to make the playoffs, and she talked about getting the right people in. Seems like a really harmonious team, and that's one thing that Cheryl Reed has talked about. New pieces, and Williams and Smith, and everything is seamless. Sandra Rossini found on her way to the basket.
So in the first quarter, we saw the Sun doing a really good job of packing in the paint. In the second, the Lynx have done a really good job of attacking quickly so that those rotations in it is less clogged up to find lanes.
WNBA halftime presented by State Farm coming up. We'll look at the Liberties showing one in Brooklyn. And we've got 4 people on the set today. We got LaChina, Drea, Carolyn, and Shanae. Full house.
Listen, they were packing. All right, who do you think would be the best 3-on-3 team by the backcourt? Who's coming off the bench?
Oh my God.
Right?
Okay, let me.
Dre, you can start. I have to, Dre. I'm not going to let you do like that.
All right, I take Dre. Good two-way player. And I'll take the heck off the game. She's got major attitude. And height. We got a minute left and a half. Burke gonna step back. Also the rebound. Extra 14 seconds for the Sun. Xander Rossini bodies up Bonner, and then Carter picked her up. This defense.
Bonner for 3.
Outstanding, but then Bonner gets the 3.
A little penetration, well, post up, ball touches the paint, and then gets sprayed out. Always a good formula for a shooter.
Oh my, no contact. But let it go. 2-on-2. Mabry says, I'll take a 3. Rebound by Bonner. Terrific defense by Collier.
Collier.
Goes over the Lynx.
He knows how to get a block down low.
The defensive element of both of these teams are shining in the course of this ball game.
Connecticut shooting is 29% from the floor. Minnesota at 39. Half coming to a close. They need a shot. Hines. Not who you would expect to take a shot. Had to in that situation, and she made it.
She's got championship experience, having worked with the Lynx. Her physicality, her toughness is what the Lynx wanted to add here. Time and scores like no other. A little kick off the bank. Ooh, what a finish.
Carlton on the bench with those 3 personal fouls, but her teammates keeping it up. They lead by 3 at the half. Coming up after the break, it's the State Farm halftime report. LaChina Robinson, Andrea Carter, Carolyn Peck, Shanae of Wnba came and Lynx with the lead.
I have a surprise for you.
Oh, yes, please.
Feast your eyes on this.
That's sexy. Feels so new.
I want to feel this feeling again and again.
Can I hold it?
How bad do you want to hold it?
I'm not gonna beg, but pretty please.
Don't. Go ahead. Press the button.
Oh, it's glowing.
Battle intelligence. We should do this more often.
Agreed. Rekindle the feeling of love with the new iPhone 16 Pro on Lynx, and feel it again and again with the latest iPhone every year with AT&T Next Up Anytime.
Asia, your car's small.
It's a little cramped, but it's fine.
Fine? When you became MVP once, was that fine? No, you did it twice.
They built you a statue.
But you're fine with this tiny car when you could just sell it to CarMax?
You're right. It's not fun.
Can't feel my legs.
Never settle on the lot or on the court. CarMax.
You know what it takes to keep going? The higher we rise, the tougher it gets. The defeated drop balls.
This is the WNBA playoffs. On the court, I can't help on the coast.
A historic night from Sabrina Ionescu.
You got some unfinished business. I can't look for, I gotta stay focused.
The two best defense in the W is showing why. I mean, this is such a low-scoring game, but let's give it up to Connecticut. They have been able to hold Nafisa Collier to 5 points and a half. 2 quarters of basketball. Nafisa Collier, who scored 40 points and 38 points on Phoenix, has only 5 points in the half. Whew. And for Minnesota's side, the same can be said. Marina Mayberry, if they hadn't picked her up, man, listen, I can't say enough about what a pickup that was, because she is the bucket getter for that team. DeWanna Bonner just hit a 3, which brought her points up to 7. She was really straddling with 4 points the whole half, and she hit a late 3 to be now at 7 points. And the next score on that team, Marina Mayberry has 11, Bonner has 7, Thomas has 6, everybody else has 2. I should say Bridget Carlton is leading Minnesota with 7. She has been the bright spot on Minnesota, but she also went to the bench with 3 fouls. Let's listen to the halftime report.
Countdown Studios with China Robinson, alongside our fantastic basketball analyst, Andrea Carter, former #1 draft pick today, Wnba, and our Women's Basketball Hall of Famer coach, Carolyn Peck. And we are going to get to the Connecticut Sun Minnesota Lynx game in a moment. But first, y'all, we got to take a good time, because what an ending in game 2 between the Las Vegas Aces and the New York Liberty. And it really starts with a critical moment late in the game with 11.6 seconds left. The ball goes out of bounds. Is it off Plum? Is it off Phoebish? Liberty up 2 at this point, guys.
Look, Kelsey Plum was actually open on this play. They had options, but the fact that they reviewed and it was off of Plum, that was hard.
Yeah.
That was hard. Yeah,
it was definitely a tough moment. But let's be honest, the New York Liberty did what they needed to do down the stretch in this game. In particular, Shanae, Sabrina Ionescu, who was fantastic.
Sabrina Ionescu has ice in her veins. 16 out of the New York Liberty 19 fourth quarter points were scored or assisted by Sav. That was a dime. I think there were like 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Watch it. She did it in a variety of ways, just kissing it off the glass. Asia, former defensive player of the year, no problem. Then watch this right here. That mid-range, there's so many facets to her game. Facilitating, knocking down D3s, getting to the midi, getting to the rim. It was a complete finish for her.
Sabrina was phenomenal, but what really impressed me was Courtney Vandersloot. And you have to think, Courtney Vandersloot is a player that has won a championship before. She is already a legend of our game. She is committed to coming off of the bench for this team and was phenomenal on both ends. 12 points. She was 5 of 7 from the field. She took great shots. She made defensive plays, block shots, locking players up. She was a spark off the bench. She is sold out to this role. It's been really impressive.
And you make a great point, because we often talk about the thievish side of that move to the starting lineup. We haven't talked about the impact of Sloot off of the bench with her experience. But Carolyn, you feel like this game was lost for Vegas much earlier than the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in the first quarter, the Aces did exactly what they wanted to do. They moved the basketball. They had 9 assists, but in that second quarter, only 3. Only 3. And what happened is New York turned their defense up. They had 8 turnovers. They forced 8 turnovers. That turned into 16 points. The Aces only scored 13 points in that fourth quarter. So then they were climbing uphill, and they played with a short bench.
Yeah.
Look, Becky probably should have in game 1 used her reserves more. That's where you test it. Now she's not going to have a choice. Got to give them a run in game 3.
So going back to Vegas really quickly, what are we expecting?
Oh, they're going to bring it. White T-shirts for everybody. White T-shirts for everybody.
Well, we got some.
Speaking of which,
The whole Aces squad about to be in white tees this Wednesday's game.
White tees and black Air Forces.
Yeah, because they are up in history. So it's going to take the white tees a little bit more than that. All right, well, coming up, we will talk more about game 2 between the Lynx and the Connecticut Sun. Can the face of Collier and company even up the series? We'll talk more about it after the break.
This halftime is presented by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Feeling from a backed up gut? Miralax works naturally with the water in your body to help you go. For your gut, and your mood will follow. For 8 grams of fiber, try Mira Fiber Gummies. If you struggle and struggle and struggle with CPAP, you should check out Inspire. No mask, no hose, just sleep. Inspire, sleep apnea innovation. Learn more and view important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
There she is, Jade Ross. Best CT on the game.
Her cyber defense is fire.
Yeah, but Emily Foster, corporate finance queen of Kansas City.
Wait, hold up.
Is that Lucy Carter? 50. Oh, bitch! Just look right at me. I love you, Lucy. You're such a great Q4. Can we take a selfie, please?
Where'd you get that photo?
Your LinkedIn profile.
You have your coffee sleeve?
Upset stomach? Ibirogast. Indigestion? Ibirogast. Bloating? Ibirogast. Thanks to a unique combination of herbs, Ibirogast helps relieve 6 digestive symptoms to help you feel better. 6 digestive symptoms, the power of nature. Ibirogast.
Siri, what's the name of the guy I had a meeting with a couple of months ago at Cafe Grinnell?
You met Zach Wingate at Cafe Grinnell.
Hey!
Zach!
Oh, I think that you remember me.
Yeah, of course. Susan Sawyer, I'm like, it's Zach. Nobody walks like Zach.
It's only a shot. Just throw it away.
This time I get time. My name is it's so hot, the one you never had knew about.
It's so on.
You're watching WNBA Halftime, presented by State Farm.
Welcome back. We have gone to Twitter, #WNBA Countdown. This is from Emma Elizabeth. What adjustments does Connecticut make in the second half to be more of an offensive threat? What do you say to that, ladies?
Well, I think
There's that.
They have to be happy that they're only down 6 while shooting 28% from the field.
They got to handle their own medicine. They're used to being physical, and Minnesota has matched their physicality. So now, like the bully, you threw the first punch, you got punched back. What are you going to do?
Also being quick, but not in a hurry. Like at times they want to play with pace, and I understand that, but they also look rushed on the offensive side. And getting Alyssa Thomas the ball in the middle of the floor so that she can be that creator for their offense.
Give Mabry more shots.
You know what? That's always
That's
good.
a thing too. But we can talk about Connecticut's offense all day long. It's really Minnesota's offense that has been so beautiful all season. Number one in offensive efficiency rating. How can they get more fluidity into what they're doing? Because, I mean, it was a single-digit first quarter. Let's be honest. It was double digits. Sorry.
Bridget Carlton has 3 fouls.
Yeah.
That's their 3-point threat. That's their gunner. That's their sniper out there. So having her available in the second half will definitely help Minnesota's offense.
Styles make fights. I know you like the box, Jay.
I do.
This is great offense versus defense, and right now Connecticut defense is being very disruptive.
And if you're Connecticut, you go right at Carlton as soon as the second half starts to try and get her back on the bench.
Yeah, we saw that with Plum in the first game.
But when Maisha's hitting them jumpers like that.
Yeah, speaking of Maisha.
Talk about a pickup.
Huge
That's right.
One player.
Oh, here it is. Look at this. Woo.
Come on, didn't even look at the basket. She already
has
the ring. Muscle memory.
Got a ring.
That's a
She
champ.
knows how to go get it. Muscle memory.
Listen, want to go toe to toe with someone? I would try Maisha.
Heavyweight.
At US Bank, when we say we're in it with you, we mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and the celebrations, but for all the hard work it took to get there. We are in for all of it. It's tough for sure, but less tough when you have the right people by your side, like Kayla from Kansas City and thousands of other bankers around the country. Because together we're proving there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
Here in the W, we pride ourselves on having a super welcoming, calm, low-stakes environment.
This is playoff basketball.
This is a place where basketball matters. If you love real basketball, welcome to the W.
One of the UFC's most lethal weapons. The power on display is phenomenal. We got 2 titles fights. Oh man, this is awesome. Let's get it. I got it. They went and did what I did.
With Click Eyewear, say goodbye to losing your readers and hello to convenience. With Click Eyewear, your glasses are always in reach.
These are a revolutionary pair of readers with a very unique and convenient feature. Click readers feature strong front connection magnets, allowing me to shift the glasses from my face down to my head so I don't have to worry about misplacing or damaging them.
Click glasses are always there when you need them.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Company's wickedly delicious dollar zombie has risen. Looking for a thirst to quench? Take a sip if you dare.
These hands care for the hurt. My hands need to be tough and sensitive. When my hands are dry and cracking, it's hard to do my job. That's why I use O'Keefe's.
It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief.
And if it works for these hands, it'll work for yours.
Also try our new hand and body lotion.
Hey, let's take some new right here. Hey, make it run. These last 3 minutes, ready in your hot dog. Come on.
Welcome back to ESPN's coverage of the 2024 WNBA playoffs, presented by Google. Game-2 of the best-of-5 semifinals coming from Minneapolis. The Lynx fell in Game-1, and they are up by 6.5 here as we take a look at the stats, Monica.
Well, the field goal shooting and the three-point shooting, it tells the story in which leans in the favor of the Minnesota Lynx. Free throws are interesting because in Game-1, the Sun just shot 3 free throws. And then second chance and bench points are huge because the Minnesota Lynx averaged 18 bench points per game this season. Did not get to that number in the Game-1. We'll see back in, they've been much better here. And then second chance points, counterpoint, Connecticut averages about 11. They've already got 12 in this order.
That's Monica McDonough. I'm Pam Lord. Angel Gray is with us as well. But these Collier did not take a single shot in the second quarter.
That is a glaring miss.
We're going to talk to Cheryl Reed, the head coach for the Minnesota Lynx. So, Coach, what would you like to see here to start things off in the third quarter?
We need to get more shots than zero. We're glad to get more shots for our best player.
What have you thought about the flow of this game, Coach Reed?
I think it's not been very managed well from an officiating standpoint. Made it pretty chaotic and physical. I think that's unfortunate. Hopefully they'll clean it up.
All right, thank you so much, Coach Reed. Fouls were called in the first half. This is the biggest thing of the game for Minnesota. You're talking about not have either team have a double-digit lead in this series. Now, game and a half in. Minnesota lost game 1 by 3 Sunday. Trying to get a split for the Kings. The essentials tonight, Isaac Barnett, Tim Green, and Gina Brooks. Dan McBride was called for a technical foul in the second quarter. We've seen some held balls, some jump balls, some chippiness. And right now, after a very slow start offensively for first teams in the first quarter, Minnesota with the 8-point cushion.
Completely think that was a fair observation by Coach Reed, but this is the sort of flow that I'm thinking of in terms of her team moving and executing with more. And even though that shot doesn't fall for the Collier, that was good ball movement, good action to move the defense.
Her first shot since the first quarter. Let's go to the Angel Red.
Well, as far as the adjustments from Steph Wright, she told me that outside of making a bucket, which they could not do in the first half, she said we're not handling the Lynx physicality. She felt like her players were allowing themselves to be denied and denial in the passing lanes as well. She said we have not shown the discipline that they need on the offensive end. She said setting up screens looks different in the first half. That has to change in the second. She said you have to slow down so we can speed up the level of our execution.
Not going to make it any better. That's a great report, Angel. And the Lynx last two possessions, I know you were talking about the sun, but we're exact demonstrations of that. Slow it down so that you can speed up when it matters. Lynx lead.
Always dry scoop before you run. Listen to me. Hot dog diet got me shredded.
It's time we listen to science. One a day formulated with key nutrients to support whole body health. One a day. Science that matters.
Asia, your car's small.
It's fine.
When you became MVP once, was that fine? No, you did it twice.
But you're fine with this tiny car when you could just sell it to CarMax?
I can't feel my legs.
My name is Aaliyah Lawson. I'm a professional basketball player, but there's more that needs to be. As athletes, we almost get put in this box of being one-dimensional. Being my whole self looks like never changing who I am, but also being able to step outside the box and try different things. I would describe my personal style as comfortable, but very fashionable, like I'm a big color girl. TJ Maxx has everything I need to express every part of who I am. Max, what makes you, you.
I'm telling you, Coach Staley, I could really get used to this retirement thing.
Coach K, there's a goat here.
The story of my life.
No, Coach, there is a goat here.
What's this?
$1,000 hospital bill? But I have good health insurance.
Yeah.
Did you say Gap?
He's talking about the expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
Well, with Aflac, you can get money to help close that gap.
Aflac, huh?
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover at Aflac.com.
What does a robot know about love? It takes a human to translate that need from our hearts into something we can see and hold. Etsy.
Upset stomach? Ibirogast. Indigestion? Ibirogast. Bloating? Ibirogast. Thanks to a unique combination of herbs, Ibirogast helps relieve 6 digestive symptoms to help you feel better. 6 digestive symptoms, the power of nature. Ibirogast.
Asia, your car's small.
It's a little cramped, but it's fine.
Fine? When you became MVP once, was that fine? No, you did it twice.
They built you a statue.
But you're fine with this tiny car when you could just sell it to CarMax?
You're right. It's not fun.
I can't feel my legs.
Never settle on the lot or on the court. CarMax.
We're back to Fisa Collier with 5 points, 8 rebounds so far. Her team's opened up a double-digit lead.
I love the execution of this last play here. Ball goes inside. second quarter, but unstoppable and now forcing it makes the right pass, and the Lynx are able to get a 3. This is what Coach Reed was talking about in terms of her group understanding who they are and being able to play in a way that is true to themselves and not feeling like they have to be anybody else.
It's the third assist of the game for Collier. He finished second MVP voting to Asia Wilson, who was the unanimous winner this year. Connecticut, their offense has been missing in action tonight. Avery into Thomas, who's been really quiet. Carrington passed up for 3 for the top 2. Now with 7 of the last 8 shots from the floor.
Joel on the line, finding the open lanes.
Connecticut has not scored in this quarter. Carrington trying to get some on the board. Just her second basket of the night.
Wow, a jump stop for 3,000. Haven't seen that in a while. Love that.
Joanna Smith closing in. Williams, he's fired, trying to get it back to Smith. Carrington, it's a little bit of room. That's a chancy pass all the way across court, and Wnba was standing on the sideline. It's another Connecticut turn.
Really good hustle by Courtney Williams. A near steal, and ultimately the hustle gets rewarded. Now, if you heard the Connecticut Sun, we heard a lot of sound from Coach Steph White in that first half about fighting through it. This is the ultimate fight through at this moment. As you're looking at an 11-point deficit, you got to find some rhythm on the defensive end, communicate and get stops. She's okay with her squad switching unless it's a smaller guard in the lineup, but this entire lineup probably could switch.
A couple of possessions in a row now, some chancy passes by the Lynx, and they're not delivered. Connecticut, their identity certainly has been on defense. They go in a little bit of scoring droughts. They're 8th in the league in points per game, first in the league in giving up the fewest points per game. Minnesota was right behind them. They get that offense rolling somehow against a great defense. Thomas getting the ball far away from the basket in this game. Shot clock again dying. Avery back in.
Really good defense by Richard Thompson just to stay attached to Mabry.
McBride blocked by Carrington.
A little too cool for school on that one with Katie McBride.
Should have been put that
Deanna Jones has had all kinds of trouble getting her shots off in this series, but Alyssa Thomas there to save the day.
Alyssa Thomas, her size and strength at an advantage over the smaller Courtney Williams.
Thomas drawing the defensive assignment on Collier. Great matchup.
Collier shot under 30% today when Alyssa Thomas or DeWanna Bonner have been her primary defenders.
She's 2 of 9 from the floor for Collier. Does have 8 rebounds. DeWanna Bonner decided to test the lead of the Minnesota defense before she drew fouls.
This is a tough call against Amanda Smith. I thought she was in great position. Remains vertical.
She had 5 blocks on the playoff career behind game 1, and she thought she had another one there. Friday night, we have a doubleheader. The WNBA semifinals continue. The Lynx will be in Connecticut at 7:30 Eastern Time, followed up with the Aces hosting the Liberty in Vegas, and a must-win situation for them. More of these games, go to WNBA.com or the WNBA app. Collier rolling the basket, somehow was able to rescue it. And Carlton with the nice step through.
Footwork. Finishing with the left hand on the left side because she had to manipulate her body around the defender. Beautiful ball movement again by the Lynx. Remember, they led the league in assists as a team.
23 per game on average. She's not just a coach, now she gets a steal. Bridget limited to just 14 minutes in the first half before she picked up 3 fouls, got her pocket picked by Bonner, who takes it in for 2.
The length of Joanna Bonner should never, ever be slept on at 6'4", with a tremendous wingspan and great quickness.
It's her 4th steal of the night, some contact out on the perimeter.
Carlton with the catch and the sweep. A little bit of off footwork, but turns her body to avoid the contact and get the finish.
Carlton playing with so much more confidence. Gail McBride talked about that, got a lot of DNPs last year, and just kept working at it, and now has been a very effective starter.
The personality of this Minnesota team, for many of these players, has been out to just get out the mud, and finally the piece of Collier gets another field goal.
Let's clap it up for Steve. That was a tough shooting series.
Burton in the game. Shot clock again in single digits. This has been the theme of the night for the Suns.
She slipped right by him again. Man, Thomas can get whatever she wanted there.
It sort of works with the dribble motion toward Thomas as she cuts hard.
Contact underneath, and they're going to get Burton for the foul on Collier.
The last 2 possessions, Collier has found herself being defended by guards, and she has made the most out of it. But this is great. Dribble penetration toward her ass. Alyssa Thomas, not a full-on backdoor, but enough motion toward her that the defense falls asleep for a second. And Thomas cuts hard.
Thomas, the 3rd Sun player in double figures. Every Minnesota player that has hit the floor has scored tonight. Thomas fouls Williams. Right? She's just
Where's the other one?
Playoff game. To me, that's a basket that you settle for. You probably could get that again.
that's a foul on Mabry. And the fans are standing ovation for that.
She's standing up. And of course, could be a Marina with teammates in Chicago.
And neither one of them is going to back down.
No, lots of personality there. Lots of trash talk to go around.
Chicago stepped in to tell Courtney go get the ball. Started by Mabry, now on the switch goes Bonner, who got a piece of it. It's the first on Bonner. Whitney Williams has scored the last 7 points for Minnesota, and she has a chance at the free throw line.
Our colleague at Anscape, Sean Hurd, wrote a terrific profile on Courtney Williams, just chronicling her journey in the WNBA, even from South Florida, where she was terrific in AAC, to being a lead guard, because she still bristles at the idea of point guard.
When she got into being a point guard, she was like, well, I really haven't yet, but she certainly has accepted it and has excelled at it. And gave Minnesota some much needed athleticism and quickness out there on the perimeter. There's another foul. This one on Hines Allen, her first. Just over 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Thomas, a little hesitation, and then the spin, contact, no shot. And it's another one. Hines Allen. Took 2 very quick ones.
The Sun wanted that to be on the shot. It looks like it's been called on the floor.
Defense.
Oh,
yeah, they need that.
Yeah, terrific execution by the Sun.
Honor with the 3. Now Collier getting it out before Connecticut could tie it up. Collier for 3. Short.
Boy, she ain't got no legs on that. Way to go, Hines Allen. What a bailout right there.
13-point advantage for the Lynx.
Oh, Mabry won.
Mabry was held on the way to the basket. Terrific look from Thomas.
Second chance opportunities. Maisha Hines Allen just straight in the paint.
Williams gets a well-deserved round of applause as she leads, and Mabry gets cheered for this in the free throw. I think she's probably going to be number 1 right now for the Lynx fans.
Don't worry, this series will shift to Uncasville soon.
Hyman back into the game. City. They need a shot. Hyman says, I'll take it. Just off the back rim. Quite got to the point where they're doing Mabry every time she got the ball in. So.
No, it's just been a good competitive game. A physical, competitive game.
We expected this in this series. Hyman just blocked Thomas. Picked it up, got it out. Parenting. Air. He's on the basketball.
Another shot clock violation for Minnesota, which is literally the perfect example of what Coach Wright told us earlier in the game. Letting the shot clock does not serve this team well. On the flip side, though, we talked a lot about bench productivity for the Lynx and the bench mob, as they call themselves. Maisha Hines Allen, Letitia Heidemann, Chucky Angela C. They've done a really good job of holding the line defensively in this last 2.5 minutes or so.
Hines Allen has been so good since coming over from Washington. Turnover, shot clock is off to the Sun. Thomas directs traffic. Bonner is not on the court. So they're up to get him out.
Oh my God.
Oh, Lisa Thomas.
Lisa Thomas.
In the third quarter.
Just for good measure. Let's make sure Hines Allen know about it. You two gotta be in your competition for strongest players in the league. Some great defense, but just tough offense. A tough
third quarter. Here she is with Angel.
Courtney, you're leading your team right now with 13 points. You're getting to your kill spot, as you told us earlier. What are you liking about your flow and how the team is feeding off of that?
I think, like you said, I'm just getting to my spot. Got my shot going in now, so but obviously we got to be better on defense, man. We can't come out and we can't let them get that extra energy when we got the momentum.
You told me earlier that the mindset coming into this game was beat us. How was that applied in the third quarter, and how do you have to have that to finish?
Yeah, I mean, like you see, playing our defense, getting out of transition, and making plays.
Thanks, Court.
Let's go.
Courtney Williams certainly bringing the enthusiasm and also finishing. Her team is up as we head to the fourth quarter.
I have a surprise for you.
Oh, yes, please.
Feast your eyes on this.
That's sexy. Feels so new.
I want to feel this feeling again and again.
Can I hold it?
How bad do you want to hold it?
I'm not going to beg, but pretty please.
Don't. Go ahead. Press the button.
Oh, it's glowing.
Apple intelligence. We should do this more often.
Agreed.
Rekindle the feeling of love with the new iPhone 16 Pro on Lynx. And feel it again and again with the latest iPhone every year with AT&T Next Up Anytime.
Undale, Save.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. What's going on here? Coach saves so much bundling home and auto with the personal price plan. Decided to bundle practice with ballet.
Undale, Save.
Doesn't that just say bundle and save?
Hey, Hutch, less talking or dancing. Double time. Boodle it, Sunday, boodle it,
Bundle and save with the personal price plan.
I want to see that on game day.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Here in the W, we pride ourselves on having a super welcoming, calm, low-stakes environment.
This is playoff basketball.
This is a place where basketball matters. If you love real basketball, welcome to the W.
Basketball's fun.
DK Royal Crispy Wraps. Eat it with the meal or have it as a snack. Only $2.99. It's a hunger hack and it fits in one hand. And BK, have it your way.
With Click Eyewear, say goodbye to losing your readers and hello to convenience. With Click Eyewear, your glasses are always in reach.
These are a revolutionary pair of readers with a very unique and convenient feature. Click readers feature strong front connection magnets, allowing me to shift the glasses from my face down to my neck so I don't have to worry about misplacing or damaging them.
Click glasses are always there when you need them.
Brisket is back at Chipotle. Seasoned, smoked, seared, spiced, sauced, bold, and guapped. It's a whole new kind of brisket done the Chipotle way.
You are watching ESPN's coverage of the 2024 WNBA playoffs presented by Google. In Minneapolis, where Minnesota is trying to even up this series. That's the 5 semifinal as we look at what fans have been searching for, brought to you by Google. And why not? Courtney Williams, certainly a big topic of conversation. Searches for Courtney up 250% in the U.S.
Listen, she's that type of player. Shout out to Ann Myers Drysdale. She's a playoff player, right? Courtney Williams is putting on her best basketball, but it's the confidence that she sort of infuses into this Lynx squad. Show Reese, she does things that no one else on her team can do.
Eyes Allen and Cal as we start off this fourth quarter. Pam Ward, Monica McNutt, and Angel Gray. Joining you from Minneapolis, Connecticut, the only road team to win a playoff game so far in the 2024 playoffs, but they find themselves down here by 9.
Yeah, the Lynx are 18-5 at home this season. So this is a tough place to play if you're at home. But
of those losses, one of them was here to Connecticut during the regular season. Connecticut in the last won the last 7 games they played here, including playoff games. So they have the Lynx number at target scene. The one doesn't have to touch you. You say that. We were really okay. I promise. Thomas, little bounce, well short. Lisa Collier and Alyssa Thomas have played every second of this game. The only two players who have not been subbed out for. McBride, long three over Thomas. Yes, right. McBride's first three of the game. Harrington turns the corner and got fouled as Sandalacini hit the deck.
This Lynx offense is finding some rhythm. K-Mac off the screen. The tween dribble going to her right. That was some range on that three, but that's not a problem for Kayla McBride.
105 of them during the regular season, just under 3 per game on average. Here's Harrington at the line. The NBA preseason begins Friday. Our first game is Sunday on ESPN and ESPN Deportes. It's just October 1st. What's going on?
It's October. That's what's going on.
The Pistons hosted on 7 Central.
Never for the Sun, though. The last two times that DJ Carrington has attacked the paint, good things have happened. She got that layup to fall.
Okay, hide him in. Okay, hide him in.
Similar to Courtney Williams against the Layman with that second unit, the bench bomb, brings energy as well for this Lynx team.
I've had a 5-year stint in Connecticut, playing against her former team. Gets the lead. Finds Allen with some room, rolls in to get one foul call.
You have to have some stops. You got to bring some stops together if you understand that the clock is definitely starting to work against you.
Harrington in and out, Nelson to go to and to try to solve some problems with this double. And it's over basketball.
Letitia Heidemann, Marquette finds with the cross in the lane. Woo! Feeling good here at home.
Runner back in, and Joe Reed talking about needing Heidemann to continue to do that, attack the basket, loves her decision making as well, and luxury coming in off the bench. Right after hitting the three, misfires on the 2. Thomas's 8th rebound. She has 12 points. Another short one for Bono. Avery. Out on the perimeter by McBride.
McBride needed to know to let that one go. They already got beat.
There's not a lot of love for the Connecticut Thunder that have for others. And I get it. We understand that they want to look to score earlier in the shot clock. But there's such a fine line in that, right? You want to take good shots, especially if you're trying to chip away from the lead. In this league, because you have to value each possession.
Avery Hill at 6 threes in game 1. Just 2 of 7 tonight from distance. Heidemann.
Oh, what a pass. What a pass. Oh, man.
Lynx on game. Smith now with 10 points. Thomas goes down. To the right to the basket.
So the de facto screen there by Olivia Nelson-Adota is so important because basically as she's trying to post up, she clears the lane for AT.
Yes. Not conventional, but it works. There's a turnover. 3 for Bonner.
Just like
that. The one of Bonner.
At 10, which is where you needed to get this thing for it to be manageable.
3rd free of the night for Bonner. So her steal was what started. Bonner's steal started that play. Carter moved and come back in at the next miss. with the nice conversion.
Just really smart basketball by the Lynx. You can't leave Zambalini in the corner if you're the Sun, but somebody's got to be in a better help position, understanding that even though Veronica Burton plays up and defends up, she's giving up size to Smith.
There's a nifty assist from McBride as well. That's an ability to just sneak in and get her second basket of the night. And a timeout taken by Minnesota. They're at double digits. We also getting some stuff done.
12 points for Atlanta Smith. High hands. The pass right on her hands. Easy too.
ESPN coverage of the 2024 WNBA playoffs is presented by Google Pixel, the only phone engineered by Google, and in part by Gatorade, Is It In You, and Nike. So, what did you think of the pitching game, Mountain Dew?
Yes, the one that you emailed me. I remember. The pitch. Oh, good days. What a title. Here we are. Very Victorian, which I loved. Unique relationship is formed. I love unique relationships.
With a twist.
I know, because I read it.
Great. I'm going to tell them you're interested.
Always try scoop before you run. Listen to me. Hot dog diet got me shredded.
It's time to listen to science. One-A-Day is formulated with key nutrients to support whole body health. One-A-Day, science that matters.
I miss you.
When you think about it,
Are you coming home?
I'll be there when you wake up.
half the trips the world takes are trips home. It's the feeling we all eventually long to get back to. No matter what took us away to begin with, we know, because at Delta we're travelers, just like you, which is why we try to make you feel at home long before you even get there.
If you want to stand for something greater, you have to run and jump, fall, and get back up again. To show that when you stand for something, it will stand forever. Gatorade. Is it in you? We about to level up. We about to level up.
The next icon of vacations, star of the seas. Book today.
The SEC on ABC, a high-stakes Saturday, starting at noon with Missouri and Texas A&M. At 3:30, Auburn faces Georgia, and in primetime, Tennessee takes on Arkansas. All day Saturday on ABC.
This copyrighted telecast of WNBA Enterprises may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise used in any form without the express written consent of WNBA Enterprises.
Welcome back to ESPN's coverage of the 2024 WNBA playoffs presented by Google. Lisa Collier, just 7 points, 3 of 11 from the floor, but still unbelievable digits. It's been the other Lynx players.
Absolutely. They've got 16 points from their bench. They averaged 18 bench points during the course of the regular season. They've been so productive and pretty confident.
Collier is not even looking so good.
They passes and give up a team after ball, and she's been terrific on the glass.
Yeah, she does a project for this team. Now 10 rebounds. Carlton no.
5 on 4.
The nice swing move to get that basket. Lisa Collier averaged 40 points per game in the first round against Phoenix. She only has 26 total points against Connecticut so far in this series.
Well, Phoenix and Connecticut, different teams. Schematically, defensively, yeah, just different teams. And I think in this one, these teams match up so well. In particular, DeWanna Bonner, Alyssa Thomas. I mean, those are tough defenders for anybody, including Collier.
Collier's first trip to the line tonight. Minnesota 13 of 14 from the free throw line. And gets the lead back up to 10. And this Connecticut defense has been so good that over the last 25 plus minutes, Minnesota has shot 65% from the floor. Hence, there's a turnover.
Had a chance to cut it to single digit and turnover from Connecticut.
And Mabry, 13 points, but 4 of 12 from the floor, 2 of 7 from 3. Scored at least 20 points in all 3 playoff games coming into this season. Collier off.
It's not quite over just yet, but there's not quite the energy and fight that I think you would expect to see from this group.
You just can't get a shot.
Which I'm sure, I get it. It's totally deflating, but there's not anybody whose voice kind of rings louder to encourage this group that we can still get it done because they managed to come up with stops defensively.
And they got Alyssa Thomas. You know, she's not going to quit until the final second. Williams called for the foul. That is her third.
Coming over 8 to help on the baseline. The grind remaining sound, defending without fouling on that possession.
So you're going to look and see that she didn't shoot the ball well tonight, but she more than did her part in the other aspects. Another low pass. She's able to somehow correct.
Shots just not falling.
Offensively, in terms of scoring the basketball, I'm sure this is one that he will look for clutch.
Oh my God. And one.
She uses the glass as well as anyone.
It's cut it to 7.
DJ Carrington going toward the paint creates something good because it looked like she was about to cut. And we know that Alyssa Thomas is capable of that dribble handoff. She took 2 defenders with her and it gave AT the open look.
The guy came over, touched too late. That's her second foul.
The Sun, with that in mind, the Sun really should be looking to get a little bit more downhill.
Go for Connecticut run.
I feel like Connecticut can take this game from them. They gotta come on now.
Each with 17 to lead the Sun. Smith left open. That's dangerous.
Yep. There you go. Right back to 10.
Atlanta Smith has a terrific screen for Kayla McBride, who obviously is a scorer in her own right. And then Olivia Nelson-Adota doesn't close out quick enough. This is just simple, clean execution, knocking down the shot with confidence.
People always say,
It is what it is.
Until it isn't. Remember before AI when you had to type to search? And when you couldn't ask your phone to do this?
Put these restaurants on the map.
Huh. What about taking a photo and reimagining it? And remember when all phones pretty much did the same stuff? Until they didn't. Get the all-new Google Pixel 9 Pro phones at googlestore.com.
I've got a joy down in my heart. Deep down in my heart. It's down in my heart. I've got a joy down in my heart. It's down in my heart today. I've got the grandest, greatest feeling. This feeling's really here to stay. And it's a joy that needs revealing. So I just want to say, deciding which game to watch has always been tough. But with multi-view on YouTube TV, you can decide which games to watch. Try it free.
Asia, your car's small.
It's fine.
When you became MVP once, was that fine? No. You did it twice.
But you're fine with this tiny car when you could just sell it to CarMax? I can't feel my legs.
Upset stomach? Ibirogast. Indigestion? Ibirogast. Bloating? Ibirogast. Thanks to a unique combination of herbs, Ibirogast helps relieve 6 digestive symptoms to help you feel better. 6 digestive symptoms, the power of nature. Ibirogast.
What does a robot know about love? It takes a human to translate that leap in our hearts into something we can see and hold. Etsy.
Beware the wild cards. All it takes is one hot streak to make a run for the title. Welcome to October. The wild card series for ESPN.
Minnesota with the lead here at the Target Center, and they've been able to find great rhythm in the fourth quarter, which is stark contrast compared to game one. Kayla McBride in rhythm, stepping into the shot. The terrific assist to Atlanta. Mouse in the house had a slower defender on her. And then another great screen by Atlanta and a three-point shot. The way that they've been easy and confident in their identity, it has been revealed as you see the way they're shooting the ball from the 3 in the fourth, and of course the point scored compared to game one.
They were outscored 16-8 in that final quarter on Sunday. And the Lynx lost by 3. But their defense has been terrific here tonight. Connecticut shooting just 37%, 28 from 3. Marissa Thomas induces another foul. And it's putting Williams again with just 4 now on the court.
Well, similarly to the contrast of stories, this will be free throws 14-15 for Connecticut, who shot just 3 free throws in game one.
This is a team that averaged over 20 free throw attempts per game. That was tops in the league during the regular season. Connecticut made more free throws during the regular season than Minnesota even attempted. And Minnesota, I think that drastic Minnesota down towards the bottom. Tough shooting team. Connecticut, the opposite, draws a lot of contact. Down to a 9-point lead, and here's a steal. Harrington takes it all the way. And McBride got a hand on it and goes over to Cleveland Harrington. Got a couple of instances here where tempers have flared tonight.
It has been a physical game, and basketball is a contact sport to a degree, but I think in the semifinals of the playoffs, anything extra beyond the regular physicality, and that is an aqua fall for Deacon and Carrington, but the officials don't call it anything other than a foul.
Third foul on McBride. He was called for a technical earlier in this game.
Oh, wow. That could have easily been another technical.
Don't look at this because you could argue that McBride was trying to make a play with the basketball, and the spin was a byproduct of that as opposed to any sort of follow through that we had upgraded. So here we are. Good on Carrington to knock down the free throws.
7-point lead. Minnesota has led by as many as 15. Carrington sells out to try to get the steal. Smith in trouble in the paint. Williams. So much confidence as she should in that mid-range jumper. Thomas. Shut down by Burton. Ordered by Smith. Williams goes down, tries to call a timeout before she travels, and she does.
She was so excited at shoot around earlier today, telling her teammates that her dad would be in the building, and he is indeed.
Da Vinci gave me twice the pits and private parts, which makes me smell twice as bad. A PU! That's why I use Mando whole body deodorant. The manly deodorant for all the manly crevasses of my manly body. Mando, he smells good! Mando doesn't just block odor all day. It controls odor for 72 hours. With cologne quality scents. Roma wasn't built in a day, but with Mando, you can smell good for 3 of them. So if you want to smell better naked, then go to shopmando.com today.
Use this legal loophole to get 9 tablets of 100 milligram generic Viagra for just $7. The prescription and shipping are free. Claim now at tryfridayplans.com. All you need to do is answer a few medical questions. A doctor reviews your answers and prescribes you online for free if appropriate. The prescription and shipping are free. You heard it right. 9 tablets for just $7. It's tryfridayplans.com.
The WNBA playoffs presented by Google continues here on ESPN2 with a pair of Game-3 semifinals on Friday. We will be joining you from Uncasville. Game-3 of this series between Minnesota and Connecticut, 7:30 Eastern, and then out west it's Liberty trying to close out the Aces. Coming up Friday, WNBA countdown coverage starts at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 4 o'clock Vegas time. I think they can, but I'm not particularly. Tough game tonight. Liberty able to outlast Las Vegas to take a 2-game-to-1 lead. And it's here after seeing the replay on the big board, wanted a challenge on that possession call. And so he didn't take it. Burton trying to set it out like this Collier. Who else is in the grab? Collier yelled to the ball. Got it.
God, nothing's falling for Collier.
The Tigers have been such a tough day shooting-wise for Collier. Thomas lost it for Carrington. Yes, in the foul.
Yeah, going to Dejanay Carrington.
Smith picks up her second foul. All right, Carrington has an opportunity to make this a 2-possession ball game. Now, on the night, the Sun have not shot the 3 well. They're shooting just 26% from the 3-point line. But with just under 90 seconds to go, first you're going to have to come up with the stuff. You can't afford. Oh, yeah. Good to that. It's
1:20 left.
9 points.
9-point lead.
12 rebounds. 5 assists, 4 blocks. Not scoring the ball well, missing a lot of shots, but doing everything else. Shot clock at 3 for Williams. She doesn't need 2 seconds to get to the basket. For sure. That's what Williams said in her very second Georgia exit. He's loving it from Southeast Georgia. Avery barely touched the rim, much to the delight of his target center crowd. And the Minnesota Lynx.
Minnesota pulled it out.
A 3 in game 1. Will even up this series. It becomes a best of 3 as we head back to Connecticut. And the Sun, I'm sure, are looking forward to getting home, sleeping in their own bed, getting back to their true routines tonight. They just looked a little bit gassed, particularly as jump shots have come up short pretty consistently for them. We'll get the extra day. Remember, they won't play until Friday. Connecticut will travel home tonight, chartering home tonight. They'll get in late, but as you said, at least they'll be home. First foul on Smith. 8 Minnesota Lynx players have gotten into the game. All of them have scored at least 4 points. Great balance. Courtney Williams with 17 points leading the way. There, Connecticut on the other hand, Courtney and Monica just scored that chance.
The depth that the Lynx have is one thing that stood out when you look at the strengths of the top 4 teams in the standings. Of them, the Lynx got the most productivity out of their bench. And we just mentioned the schedule of the postseason. It's moving. It's intense games with short turnarounds. Depth certainly is a bonus. What did you say? Our house.
Okay. Connecticut got no closer than 7 points here in the fourth quarter. They have won 7 straight games in the Lynx's house. That string is broken. And once Unfortunately for them, they have tied up this justified Sunday and a game of
These teams know each other so well. Ultimately, this will come down to a game of will. Of course, there's plenty of things for the Sun to clean up post-game. Didn't shoot the ball particularly well tonight. Had some defensive lapses, but they do get to go home and they get another bite at the apple.
No, Connecticut's only 36% from the floor, 5 of 20 from 3. Minnesota, after a very slow start, ended up shooting 45%, pardon me, and had 8 threes, which is huge for them. Game-2, as always, coming up here, here she is with Angela.
I know you're tired. But congrats on the win. So Connecticut came into this one winning 7 straight games in this arena. But what about your play tonight said we're going to change that narrative?
I mean, just tough. We felt like we gave one up on our home court. We don't want to be that team. That's not who we've been all year. So just got tough. Got great against Dobson. That's a great team, an experienced team. And we knew we had to bring everything we had. We thought our sense of urgency wasn't great in the first game. It's playoff basketball. You know, we want to have fun too. You know, we want to enjoy this moment, enjoy the fans. And I thought we had a great game. I mean, yeah, feet struggle from the floor, but everything that she does for us is so important. Everybody else stepped up, Court, landing some big shots. I mean, that's playoff basketball. That's all you need. That's what you've been all year.
I love that you said that because your bench outscored them 16-4. When you're thinking about Alana Smith as well, went 0 for 4 in game 1, hit 3 for 4 from distance tonight. The big plays from everyone down the stretch, how important was that?
It's just dirty, man. I mean, we have a lot of experience. You know, obviously in the offseason, we brought in Land team for a reason, for their experience. And they came out, and we knew Land was going to bounce back. You know, that's what she's been all season. You know, she's always good on defensive end, but when she's hitting shots, it makes her such a different team, a more dynamic team. So just really proud of how we continue to fight tonight.
All right, so now you're headed back to Connecticut. When you're thinking about what needs to be carried over, what's most important?
I mean, it's going to be this and then some, because now we're going to Mohegan Sun. We know that. You know, AT is going to be AT, DBs. But like I said, they have a lot of experience. We have to bring our toughness. We got to pack that with us and bring that with us.
Caitlin Buckets, thank you.
All right.
A sold-out crowd here tonight at Target Center. We expect the same when we get East. This is very entertaining. Monica McNutt dancing along.
Do you know how to slap you easy? We got to make sure you know. You got to slap the ground.
Paul Arbin, our producer, Ashley Ward, our director. Great crew from Monica McNutt, Angel Gray, and the rest. I'm Ken Ward. Coverage of the WNBA semifinals again continues Friday. We'll see you starting with Countdown at 7 Eastern on ESPN2, followed by Minnesota at Connecticut and New York at Las Vegas. Minnesota Lynx, not pretty, but certainly effective. A very physical game as they were able to hold down the Connecticut Sun, and more of this game coming up on Sports Center.
All right, folks, there you have it. The Minnesota Lynx was able to hold on to split their home court 1-1 with the Suns. Now they go to the Mohegan Sun to see what they can, if they can grab home court advantage back. This was again another defensive game, another low-scoring game, but a great game nonetheless. Let's look at what the players did. The Sun had a tough time shooting the ball, so let's start with the Sun. Alyssa Thomas had another double-double. Man, Alyssa Thomas. 18 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, an almost triple-double again. Dewana Bonner had 17 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 steals. If you can think about that. And Alyssa Thomas had 2 steals, but 5 steals for Dewana Bonner. Marina Mayberry, she had, Bonner was also 3 of 7 from the three-point line, perfect from the free throw. Marina Mayberry had 15 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. She was only 2 of 8 from the three-point line, as opposed to the 6 she hit the last game. Dejanay Carrington, I'm not sure when she got those 14 points because I didn't see her scoring a whole lot, but 14 points for Dejanay Carrington, 4 rebounds. She had 1 steal. Brianna Jones, she's not really been that effective in this game as the center. I don't know. I feel like the long arms of Dewana Bonner has been taking care of a lot of that. 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Burton didn't score. Harris didn't score, but she was back since twisting her ankle. And that all added up to 70 points. Over to Minnesota. Tough night for Collier, but we'll get to her. Thank God for Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams was just being aggressive and going to her shots, which she should have been doing earlier, but she was on the bench quite a bit in that first half. But she should have been going for her shots earlier. In the second half, she came out and did just that, had 17 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 of 1 from the three-point and perfect from the free throw. Elena Smith had 15 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Kayla McBride finally found her shot. She had 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and also a technical foul. She was 1 of 4 from 3, perfect from the line. Bridget Carlton, notice I didn't say Collier yet. Bridget Carlton, she started good early. In the first half, she had 3 three-pointers, but she also had 3 fouls, so she had to go and sit for a while. And she ended with 9 points, 2 rebounds. And finally, we get to Collier. Collier had a tough shooting night. When I say tough, I mean tough. She had 9 points, but she was great everywhere else. She had 12 rebounds, 9 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 4 blocks for Collier. So that's what she's been doing. 1 of 4 from 3, perfect from the line. Her shooting percentage was 21%. So 3 of 14. She hit literally 3 of 14 shots she took. Nothing was falling for her, for Nafisa Collier. Hines Allen, it doesn't show up here on the scoreboard, but man, listen, she has been going toe-to-toe with Alyssa Thomas and giving her that work. She had 7 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Xander Lassini only had 5 points. Heidemann had 4 points. And that all added up to 77. So the final was 77, Minnesota Lynx 70 Sun. The Sun did what they needed to do. They came in and split the series. Now they have home court advantage. Let's see if they can protect that, or if the Lynx, watch a whole bunch of video and try to find out how they can get Nafisa Collier more involved in scoring, or maybe just have her shots drop. But there's going to be 2 great games coming up. I have to mention before we go, because I had to run off of the New York Aces game. Aces was able to hold on to beat New York to go up 2. Sorry, let's switch that around. New York was able to hold on to beat the Aces to go up 2-0 headed into Las Vegas. So the Aces haven't found an answer to beat New York all year. This is their 5th straight game that they have lost to New York. They beat them 3 times in the regular season and now twice in the postseason. So we'll see what the Aces can come up with. I think someone said it's going to be all white T-shirts and black Air Forces for the Aces. Hopefully that works for them so they can make this a series, because we'd hate to see the champs go out like that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you. Let me see, when does the series kick off again? 1 second. Let me double check that. Oh, the next game is Friday. And so the first game will be the Minnesota game Friday at 7:30, and the Aces game Friday at 9:30. So see you on Friday. Thank you guys for hanging in, and see you on Friday.